India's Supreme Court has upheld the revocation of the special status of erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir. The top court also upheld the reorganization of the state into 2 union territories. Both of these changes were made by the Indian Parliament back in 2019. However, the assembly elections in the union territory of Jammu and Kashmir could not be conducted even after more than 4 years. So the Supreme Court of India has now directed the Election Commission to hold elections in the Union Territory by September next year. Here's a report.
That steps shall be taken by the Election Commission of India to conduct elections to the Legislative Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir, constituted under Section 14 of the Reorganization Act by 30 September 2024. Restoration of statehood shall take place at the earliest and as soon as possible.
और आज का दिन जम्मू कश्मीर और भारत के इतिहास में अलग दृष्टि से भी बहुत सुवर्ण अक्षरों से अंकित होने वाला है.
After more than 4 years of wait, India's Jammu and Kashmir may hold assembly elections soon. A Supreme Court ruling earlier today has set a definite timeline for the process. The erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir last went to polls during the 2019 national elections. At that time, the state used to send 6 members to the lower house of the Indian Parliament. As for the Legislative Assembly elections, the state-turned Union Territory has not held an election since 2014, when 66% voters came out to vote. The erstwhile State Assembly had 85 seats back then. In June 2018, the elected government lost majority. And almost a year later, in August 2019, the special status which granted greater autonomy to the state government was abrogated on the very same day. The state of Jammu and Kashmir was bifurcated into 2 union territories, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. While the relatively calmer Ladakh region was to remain a union territory without a legislature, the union government provided legislative assembly for the union territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Under a new parliamentary bill, the Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir will now have 92 elected lawmakers. 3 seats have been reserved for nominated members, 2 belonging to Kashmiri migrant community and 1 for refugees from Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Back in 2019, when the special status was revoked and reorganization was implemented, the central government assured that statehood of Jammu and Kashmir will be restored soon. But more than 4 years later, neither the statehood was restored nor elections to the Legislative Assembly were held. So 12 million people in Jammu and Kashmir remain without an elected government. But with the Supreme Court announcing the September 30th, 2024 deadline, they won't have to remain without an elected government. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
Dr. Karan Singh is one of the most significant voices in the Jammu and Kashmir debate over the years. Apart from having served as the governor of the state in the past, his father, Hari Singh, was the ruler of the state at the time of India's freedom from the British. Dr. Singh, welcome to the show, and it's good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Let me start by asking you, what's your reaction to the verdict of the Supreme Court?
I welcome the vote. There was an area of uncertainty for many years, and at last we had a closure on that particular, that is the relationship of the state, the rest of India. So I know that everybody will not be happy about it, everybody in the state. It will be mixed feelings. But I personally welcome it. I think it's time that we got that behind us, carried on now with our development and election and state.
Dr. Singh, do you believe the court ruling has now brought the Kashmir issue to its logical conclusion? And also, with that, what, according to you, is a key takeaway from this verdict?
Well, it has brought at least one aspect of the equation to a logical ending. Because now that's over. Democracy is not a part of India as any other part. Now, as far as the main takeaways are concerned, first of all, in a positive, very, very detailed, the Chief Justice read out a very detailed judgment on each and every aspect of this. Secondly, the fact that they said statehood should be restored as soon as possible. And thirdly, that they have set a deadline for election. These are very important. I have one particular point to make. I view the statehood must come before the election. Because if there are going to be elections, there must be elections for a full-fledged state, not for a union state.
Well, Dr. Karan Singh is the former governor of state of Jammu and Kashmir. Thank you very much, Dr. Singh, for talking to us and for talking to WION World is One today.
WION is my favorite channel, and I'm very glad to be on it first.
Oh, thank you very much. It's good to hear that. Thank you and have a good day.
All right. Thank you.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.